positive message for today. Today is Friday, October 24th, 2025. Friday, October 24th, 2025. And I hope that's really the date. Okay, if it's not, I will correct it later on in this video, this live stream. Okay, before I begin that, let me just begin with my verbal verification as to I am the one and only Atavia GoldStar. The one and only Atavia GoldStar. Everything that I am saying in this YouTube live stream are all of my ideas and creations coming from my mind, my thoughts, my lived experiences, my verbal copyright. I have to make sure I say that. My verbal copyright. Everything that I'm saying in this YouTube live stream are all of my ideas and creations coming from my mind and my thoughts and my lived experiences. Now let me just start with the positive message title for today, which will be the cute and the handsome self-improvement plan. The cute and the handsome self-improvement plan. And why am I including handsome inside of this positive message? Because the guys need and they want self-improvement too, right? You might need and want self-improvement yourself. And so that's why I thought to title with that, so I can include us all inside of this. And where I want to begin first with this is that in order for us to have self-improvement, we have to have steps. Yes, we have to have steps. So this positive message is going to include some things. Some things is going to include, and what is it going to include? Of course, it's going to include you. It's going to include you and you wanting this for yourself. See, you gotta want it for yourself. You gotta wanna, I'ma say, make change. And making change is gonna bring about self-improvement. So, you wanting these things for yourself is going to mean that, okay, I'll say wait, because maybe it'll make you feel more comfortable if I say wait. Because we all could use some self-improvement. We all could maybe use some self-improvement. So I'm going to say wait. In order for us to want these things, we're going to have to make certain steps and put the work in. We're most definitely going to have to put the work in if we want to make change, which is self-improvement. And in order for us to do that, like I was saying earlier when I just opened up, we're going to have to, we most definitely are going to have to make steps. So we're going to have to maybe write down our plan. And yes, everything is a plan. For we can't really move around and do anything without a plan. If we try to keep it here, we might just forget. If you notice. That is why we have alarm clocks on our phone. If we try to say, oh, I want to wake up at a certain time every day, and I could just do it here. You know what? I could just do it here. Now, we might have been doing it there the whole time, but the moment you may think that you might just do it on your own, it's the moment that you may not. So we have to plan, right? So we have to put a plan on that alarm clock to wake us up every day. That is the same thing with planning out whatever it is that we want to do. And today, if you notice, I use that word plan a lot. Today, we are planning out our the cutest and the handsome self-improvement plan. So, yes, yes, you're going to need something to write it down. You're going to need something to write it down, unless you're already doing all of this. And you might not need any cute and handsome self-improvement plan. You might not need that, as that is the positive message for today. So what are we going to do? It's going to begin with you first. You're going to have to write down now. If I'm going to do this, Atavia GoldStar said today on her YouTube channel, book me Atavia GoldStar, the cute and the handsome self-improvement plan. So if I'm the woman, the lady, I'm going to be cute and I want to plan to be cute. So I'm going to, yes, you will need a pad or something to write it down. So you can look back at your plan and be able to say, okay, yes, I'm keeping this up, but I'm going to start. What are you going to start with? I'm going to start with my self-care and my self-love, because it begins with you. And if we ain't keeping that together, notice I put we, because we all need to be doing this. We all, I'm going to say we all need to, or we may need to. Because maybe some people don't feel like they don't need to, and it's their choice. It's your choice. It's most definitely your choice. So, but you will need a pad, and you're going to write down your self-care and your self-love routine. AM, PM, or if it's something you might need to do in the middle of the day, you're going to do that. And then you're going to say, what am I doing in the morning when I get up as far as my self-care and self-love? And only you will know that. You will know that, so you will have to write that down. Write that down. And see, and what you're doing is self-improvement. So if you say, well, I already do that, I already do that, maybe, and I'm going to say this, maybe if you think about some of the things you might want to improve on. No, I don't want to play that. Okay, I'll play it. Some things you may want to improve on, or you don't want to miss out on. You might want to improve on your, maybe your skincare. Maybe, it might be, because, every day, of course, we're going to get up and we're going to do the personal hygiene thing, right? We already know what personal hygiene is. So every day we're going to get up every morning and do the personal hygiene. But if you really look at yourself and you say, wow, it is some things that I feel like I can do self-improvement on. Because, we go on a daily so fast. We're moving so fast, and we're working, and we're taking care of our business, our kids, our home. We're going so fast every day that sometimes we don't get a chance to look at ourselves and say, wow, I could really stand a little bit self-improvement on that. Maybe, it's nothing wrong with saying, man, I could do something different with my hair. I might want to do something different with my hair. I haven't been to the beauty salon in a long time. And doing all of these things builds your self-confidence. It's nothing wrong with you wanting to have self-improvement for yourself. There is most definitely nothing wrong with that. You might say, it's time for me to get my nails done. I don't want to wear the press-ons. Maybe I just want to go to a shop and just feel, really beautiful and elegant, and just do something good for me, which is self-improving myself. There's nothing wrong with that. And then you might want to say, you know what? I want to take the most elegant shower. The most elegant shower. Because when you're doing that, what are you doing? You're giving self-improvement to your inner self, your confidence, your self-esteem, your peace of mind, your beautiful, more than beautiful inside of you feeling. There's nothing wrong with that. And I'm going to tell you something else. There is nothing wrong with if you want to use 5 different, what they call it, beauty moisturizers while you're doing your personal hygiene, which is your showering, your bath. You're going to get your bath together. You're going to get all of the bubbles or whatever, but be careful so the bubbles don't run out. I've done that before. It's just bubbling up and then it's running all out of the tub. So you don't want to do that. And then you're going to have to spend time with cleaning all of that up. And while you're doing that, you might as well self-improve your bathroom floor. So we don't want to do that. So I'm going to get back to self-improving yourself. And you know, doing all of that makes you feel so good. Just so like esteemed about yourself. You're ready for your day. You are ready for your day. But don't forget to have a beautiful mirror. Yes, a beautiful mirror will do it every time, because you're going to look in that mirror, and if you want to, you're going to have like a beautiful positive quote very near it. And I'm going to say this to you. There is nothing wrong with self-improving your bathroom. A bathroom has a lot. Wait a minute. Oh, no. I don't want to play anybody else's. Okay, a bathroom has a lot to do with, in my opinion, a bathroom has a lot to do with your self-improving yourself. Yes, it does, because you want to have that bathroom look pleasant. What do they say? Aesthetically pleasing to your eyes when you go inside of your bathroom. That it is encouraging you. It is encouraging you to want to do your self-care. Your self-care, which is also involving your self-love. You want to have different body washes. And for me, sometimes, I will use like 5 different things. I like them all. So what? That's what you like, right? You want to have your favorite towel, what they call it, the spongy, the sponge, whatever it's going to take to build your confidence so that you may be self-improving up in here. Because this is what's most important as far as your self-care and your self-love. The outer appearance is important too, but what is in here will show up on the outside. You want to improve every bit of that. So whatever you may have to do that, you can do that. And as I said, for me, it's the luxury personal hygiene routine for me as my self-care, self-love, personal hygiene stuff that I do for me. So what else may it be? Let me see. Oh, maybe it can be your feet. Yes. Feet is so important. What you do with your feet is so important. And we all know we can get tired feet, right? We're walking on them on a daily. We are walking on our feet on a daily. So going to get a pedicure, if you don't know how to do it yourself, because I do know some people that are very in particular, and they say, I don't want anybody on my feet. I do my own feet. I, get to I soak them myself. I do, especially a lot of guys. They don't want to participate with what I'm saying right now. But so yeah, you get your foot massage. What's wrong with that, right? You get something to soak your feet in. Maybe something to do the bottom of your feet. For me, it's the nail shop. The nail shop for me. And it's the luxury. You know how they say the luxury one? You be like, okay, now what's this one? Now what's this one? What's this one? You know they have the one with the rocks and the hot rocks. I don't know. I just like it all. They put the hot towel around you, and you're sitting there with your feet inside of the water, and then they're taking the skin off your feet, and you be looking like, for real? How did that come from? But okay, so especially in the beginning when you're starting to go and get your feet done and stuff, and so then you're sitting back, you're relaxed, you're probably looking through your phone, looking at the things that you have to do for the day. But see, that is all part of self-improving yourself. And then so, okay, you got all of that done, right? Now I gotta, wait a minute, hold on now, hold on. I gotta get to the guys. Okay, guys, the same thing for you, except for you're gonna use the guys, beautiful, and I say beautiful, can't help it. I'm a classy lady, so I have to say beautiful, guys. Excuse me, I know you don't want to think of beautiful when you're doing your self-care and your self-love, but you're gonna get the men personal hygiene products, all that masculine men smells that make you so handsome, that's gonna make you feel so handsome. And then, like I was saying, as I was saying, for us ladies, that you can use 5 different products if you want to. 5 different products when you're doing your self-care and your self-love. You may be doing your shower or your bath, and you just do the same thing as I was saying for us beautiful ladies that we do in the morning, for as far as the cute and the handsome self-improvement plan. Guys, you can do the same thing. You can also go to a nail shop too. I see the guys inside of the nail shop. They're getting their feet done. They're getting their nails done. And they are sitting there and they are going through the same things as far as self-improvement when we enter into that nail shop. So what else am I going to say as far as this positive message for today? Self-love is important too. And what was I saying? That inner side, right? That inner side. And what do I mostly mean by that? Okay, we got all that cute stuff together as far as our hygiene, which is mostly important as far as us esteeming ourselves. But what about feeding ourselves encouragement, positive messages, positive affirmations, positive quotes on the daily, spirituality, which is important. For me, it is G-O-D. For me, it is G-O-D. So, but people, you might have different preferences on how you feed your spirituality, and that is like the most important to building the inner self-improvement. Like, we have to have that. No way you can just get up every day and say you're giving yourself self-improvement and you don't do the spirituality. And I'm going to say it again. For me, it is G-O-D. And I'm going to tell you why. If you heard my positive message called G-O-D, Love Inspires, you can see the passion inside of me each time when I'm saying that. For it is G-O-D, love, that inspires me to continue to do what I am doing on a daily, even what I am doing right now, which is giving you the positive message for today. So I'm going to say it again. It is your choice how you choose to feed yourself spiritually. spiritually. But in my opinion, it is most definitely a need. It's most definitely a need. So we got all that right. We're building all of that. We got our personal hygiene, our look. We're checking in the mirror. We're doing all of that. We're doing our spirituality. Now I'm gonna touch something that's very, very deep. If you want to, you may want to do weight loss. You may want to do self-improvement on your weight loss. See, I'm touching the most important things that you may want to do for yourself. As far as self-improvement, because we all know to 99.9% of people, weight loss is the most biggest self-improvement that we may want to do. So how are you going to do that? Do not look at anybody else's self-improvement plan when it comes to weight loss. Consult with your physician, consult with your nutritionist, consult with your trainer. Because nobody else's weight loss plan is the same. Some people could go really hard. You know, you got to make sure your heart is okay, you're eating healthy, you're drinking lots of fluids, and you can't be out here just doing what everybody else is doing for their self-improvement plan. You might need to be on a total different plan. You might need to be on a total different plan, and you can begin to do that by just consulting all of those people that I was just saying. And I'll say it again. Nutritionist, physician, you're going to need to maybe talk to a trainer, and you're going to need to talk to, there was one more thing that I said, you're going to need to talk to a trainer, nutritionist, a physician, and I believe it was just one more thing. But that is important that you do that. That is important. I want my positive message music on while I'm saying this. That is important. I see the time is going by. You all see how I love encouraging you all. There is so much that I want to share with you all as far as my lived experiences. There is so much, and that is why I am so inspired to be, using my platform as a platform to help others. I'm going to say, and help others by encouraging them, uplifting you, inspiring you to be your greater and your better self is most rewarding for me. And I love every bit of moment of it. And me, myself, there are things that I want to self-improve. Nobody is perfect. And like I was saying, when it comes to weight loss, please do your own self-improvement plan. Don't look over and say, oh, that's what you're doing? For real? Girl, where I go get that at? Man, for real? Where you gonna get that at? Yeah, I want to self-improve myself. I do. I want to self-improve myself. Tell me where you want to get that at. Don't do that. I'm going to tell you right now. Don't do that. They can tell you where they got it from, and you could do your research, yes. But please, check with a physician. Check with a nutritionist. Maybe you need to check with a weight loss management plan consultant. I've done all of these things before. Love yourself for you. You might have something extra on you that you want to improve as far as your weight loss. But honey, baby, love yourself for you. Make that beautiful. Inside, make sure the inside is beautiful. It is self-improved so that every moment of your journey of weight loss, you are loving it. And as long as you know you're looking beautiful, You know that. You be happy with you. You are beautiful. You tell yourself that every day. I'm beautiful. Yes, I make a stand to do some self-improvement, but honey, I don't need you to tell me that. I don't need you to tell me that. Believe me, I'm happy with myself. I'm happy with every bit of me. And I am. That's what you tell yourself. You hold your head up. You keep walking. And I'm talking about the cute and the handsome. The cute and the handsome self-improvement plan. And so, you know what? There's going to be a part two to this. There is most definitely going to be a part two to this because I'm looking at my clock and I'm looking at, I gotta go. I don't want to leave y'all. But I have to do my YouTube language. And as I was saying, there is most definitely going to be a part two to this because this is so important. The self-improvement on in the inside. And so I'm going to do my YouTube language. I'm looking at this clock. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me see. I'm going to go to my, here it is, my closing positive message. Turn this light on. I don't think I need it. It's bright enough in here. Okay, so the positive message for today was the cute and the handsome self-improvement plan for today on Friday. And look at this. So cute. So cute. And no matter how I nurture this and how cute it is, it can always, use some self-improvement. And when I say self-improvement, this is the promotion right now that I'm using right now. See, this is my promotion. So I can always improve my improvement, self-improvement, I'm going to call it self-improvement that I'm doing with my marketing and promotion. As you see all of that, this is my marketing and promotion right now. So with the subscribe flyer, subscribe. So that you may know when I am uploading more videos. I might just do a pop-up live or a pop-up upload on YouTube. And like, share, comment, like. See, I'm going to hold the note for y'all. Share, comment. And so that I can see all of that. I can see your likes and say, oh, wow, they really liked it. Oh, I see they've shared it. And I can see their beautiful comments. And so hit the like bell so that you may know when I'm uploading more videos. And I want to say to you, today is Friday. It's the kicking it day. Y'all know y'all like to kick it on Friday. But have a safe and positive weekend because I will be back Monday. I do this 5 days a week at 6:30 in the morning to 6:55 a.m. and have a positive, I'm going to say it again, a safe and positive Friday and weekend. I see you Monday morning or either tonight for my therapeutic rehearsal sessions.